Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Self-Made Society podcast. I'm your host, Kaylee Elliott, and this episode is going to be a deep topic, I guess. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. I just recorded like the first 1 to 2 minutes of this episode and realized that I was not connected to my blue snowball microphone. I was connected to my computer microphone, so I had to restart. But yeah, here we are. So we're just gonna get into this, and I also want to tell you guys, at first, whenever I thought about making this episode, I was originally just going to record it and post it on YouTube, like full on video, no microphone, no nothing. I was just going to record this and post it on YouTube. And then I quickly realized I don't see any videos like this. I don't see any podcast episodes like this. And so I decided I wanted this on as many platforms as possible. And I'm going to try and start filming my podcasts. So you guys will have video version over on my YouTube channel, but not exactly sure. I don't know if I like this setup. I'm really hoping that this will be video version on my YouTube channel. But anyways, we're just going to get into this episode. So if you haven't heard this from anybody, you're about to hear from me. Social media is not the issue. It's your intention with social media. If you open that app and you think, oh, I'm going to go see who has a better life than me, and I'm going to watch it, or I'm going to let myself get discouraged and sad and going to start comparing and all of these negative spiral thoughts because you went on there and you were looking for the evidence that somebody has a better life than you, then you're going to find it. If you go on social media with the wrong intention, you're going to find what you're looking for. You can't tell me that if you decide I'm going to go on social media to look for something motivational, inspirational, something that I need to hear right now, something that's gonna brighten my day, something that's gonna lift me up, something that's gonna motivate me to go get the things done that I need to get done. If you don't go on there with that intention, you're gonna go on there with the intention that you're about to compare your life to somebody else's. So many people are quick to judge social media as this horrible thing when it's not horrible. Social media gets to touch thousands of lives that you've never touched if you would have just stayed in your own little bubble and we didn't have social media. Now, I'm not saying there's other things about it. Like, yes, when people are on public, they're on their phone way too much. They're probably scrolling endlessly on social media just to pass time and just to not make things awkward with somebody else. But my point is, if you're sitting on your couch or laying in bed and you get on social media with the right intentions, you're gonna feel good after you close that app. You're going to. There's no doubt about it. I can tell you there's a few social media apps I don't use that much. I don't use Snapchat that much. Personally, I don't like to see what other people that I've grown up with are doing. So that's a boundary I've set in place for myself. There's a few people whose stories I will check. And other than that, like, I don't like to check everybody's story. I just don't really care for Snapchat. I have it because there's memories on there that I like, and there's a few people that I talk to through Snapchat. So, yes, I will keep it. But my boundary is, if you are not in the good mindset to go check those people's stories, then don't do it. Do not get on that app. I have set so many boundaries with myself and social media that when I need something inspirational, or when I want a good laugh, or when I want to see other people being happy and doing good, then I'll go on there. But if I'm not doing good personally, I will not get on social media. I will not go scroll endlessly just to pass time. I will do other things because I've set those boundaries in place that I know personally. I've seen the good side and I've seen the bad side of social media. I've also been the girl who goes on there and compares my body to somebody else's or compares my life to somebody I'm following because they're an influencer and I want that life. Not really, but like used to want that life. We ran out of storage on my camera, so I had to restart it. But what I was saying is I've also been the person before who gets on social media with the wrong intentions. I will get on there just to compare. I will get on there just to scroll endlessly, just to pass time. I would get on there to see what the people I've grown up with were doing, and I knew that it would trigger me, but I would do it anyways. So yes, I have seen the negative side of social media. But as I became more aware of myself, as I started realizing that social media is not something negative, it is something that can be so powerful in a positive sense and in a positive aspect, and I need to use it that way. So, for Instagram, I go on there and I find inspiration, I find sounds, I find things that I want to personally make it my own and recreate a reel so that it connects to thousands of people that I would not be able to in real life. Like I would not be able to connect to that many people right now in my life. Just not possible. So I find things that are inspirational, that are motivational, that give me just these resources to make at least one person's day better. There's a reel I posted a few weeks ago now, and recently, the past few days, it's been blowing up. I have over 7,000 views on there, tons of likes, like over 100, I want to say 200 or 300 likes, and a few comments. Never intended for that reel to do that good. Something I put together quick and easily, something that I loved the audio, I just loved the message behind it, so I posted it because I want to post something that's positive and that's going to make somebody's day better. And it's just blowing up. Like I'm still getting notifications that people are liking it. With TikTok, if I don't like something on my For You page, I will exit off. If I don't like my algorithm on my For You page, like for a while I was getting stuff that I did not want to see. Like, why is this popping up on my For You page? And I decided that I wasn't necessarily going to take all of the content I didn't want to see in, but I was going to scroll through and fix my algorithm, fix what was popping up on my For You page. And so I did that, and now I get on TikTok. Absolutely love it. Love it. And I also set the boundary of if it's late at night, there's a certain time where your social media has to be turned off. You will not get on those apps because I'd rather feel energized for the next day. So it is so important to have the right intentions and boundaries for yourself when you open those apps. And if you do not have the right intentions when you are opening a social media app, then do not get on it. It is that simple. A lot of people are being like, it's not that simple, it's not that simple. No, it is that simple. If you feel yourself going to just open the app, to just endlessly scroll, to pass time, I promise you there is something better that you could do for yourself. Instead of constantly taking in feed posts or things on your For You page or news articles that you do not want to see, there's something better that you could be doing for yourself. Set those intentions and set those boundaries. Because at the end of the day, You are in control of what comes into your life. You are in control of so many circumstances. And until you realize you are in control of what you take from social media or what you put out on social media, I promise you, it will always be a negative thing for you. I 100% promise you that social media is going to continue to be negative until you set the right intentions for it to be positive. And until you set those boundaries with yourself, that if you are not feeling mentally good, you will not open that app. If you feel like you have had the worst day, and that if you open that app, it's just going to make it worse, curl up on the couch, curl up in bed, and watch your favorite movie. Do not open social media. And I also want to say that I promise you, if you take some time away from it, it's not going to be the end of the world. It will not be the end of the world. I will promise you that. And I also want to say that my intentions are going to be different than somebody else's. So when I'm posting on social media, I want it to at least impact one person in a positive way. I would love for it to reach millions of people and for it to change people's lives. But at the end of the day, like, if it helps one person, that I accomplished my goal. And so my intentions are to post things that are going to be educational, that are going to inspire and motivate people, and it's going to make them feel good, and they're going to want to come back to my page because they want to see a positive light in their life if they're going through something hard, or honestly, if they're like doing good, they just want to see some good content because I put a lot of time and effort into my stuff. So my intentions are different than, for example, my mom's. She likes to post a lot of family things on her social media, and I absolutely love that. That is her way to share photos that she cherishes and moments that she loves. So while our intentions are different, they're both positive. And while her intention to get on social media, I don't know what it is, but it might be different than mine, I'm sure that it's still a good reason. I couldn't tell you for sure because I don't know what her intention is when she gets on there, but I know what she's posting, and it's family things, and those intentions of posting on social media are good. We don't comment anything negatively. We don't do things that's going to make somebody feel bad about themselves. Now, I'm not telling you that there's sometimes where I see videos and I'm like, I could put this person in their place, but it's not my place to do that. So I leave it alone. And either I will exit the app or I will just move on. A lot of people aren't this open about social media. They don't have this mindset around it. So I can see why people constantly say that social media is a negative thing. And there was like a Facebook thing where Instagram had a lot of teenage girls depressed. And while I used to be one of them, it's true. But it's not Instagram or Facebook's fault. Never will be. It is the fault of parents letting their kids have social media without teaching them the right intention to get on it, and without teaching them the right intention to use it. So then those girls get on there and they're like, oh, look at this person. I wish I had her body. Oh, look at them. Like, I wish I had their life. So I'm going to constantly compare, instead of finding things that inspire me, that motivate me, that make me feel happy and energized after I leave the app. Like, I can tell you, I don't feel horrible after I get off social media. All people are like, oh, I just did that. Oh my gosh, I need to go lay down for a while. No. Go on social media, get all of the inspiration that I need, get off of it. I feel good. Next thing, let's go. And we're thinking of content ideas. We're going to go film some videos for content. We're going to come up with some new ideas in my notebook. Feel good after social media. So yes, social media can cause depression and anxiety and a lot of other mental health things. It is not social media's fault. Not. When you tell your algorithm what you want to see on social media, what you want to see on Instagram, what you want to see on TikTok, what you want to see on Twitter, what you want to see on Snapchat with your friends. I mean, Snapchat's a little bit different. But when you tell your Instagram page and your TikTok page what you want to see, that's what's gonna keep popping up. If you want to see people eating food, make your algorithm that. If you want to see people putting a bunch of motivational sounds over their videos, make your algorithm to focus on that. If you want to see a bunch of flowers or gardening, your algorithm can do that. If you want to see candles, clothing hauls, hair stuff, skin, like whatever you want to see, your algorithm can be shaped into what you want when you open that app. Now, it might take a little bit of time to get that, and you're probably going to have to unfollow people, and that's okay. Like the other day, a few weeks ago, I think I deleted like 800 followers off my Instagram. Yeah, I still have a lot that I need to go through, but there's some editing you're going to have to do. There's some boundaries you're going to have to set, and there's some intentions you're going to have to set. But when you open those apps, it should not be anything negative. It should be things that's going to make you feel good. And if you like to look for the negative things, you're going to find them. So I really hope that you guys understand that if you are getting anxiety or if you are feeling depressed after being on social media, ask yourself, what is my intention when I open this app? Is it to sit here and scroll endlessly and just gain a bunch of random content? I cannot talk today. Oh my gosh. Just a bunch of random content that does not make me feel good. Do I go on here to find inspirational or motivational things? Do I go on here to get some ideas of workouts or of food ideas? What is my intention when I open this app? And the second thing I want you to ask yourself is, do I need boundaries for social media? I'm going to tell you the quick answer. It's yes. We all need boundaries when it comes to social media. But do I need boundaries? And what are they? I've told you guys mine, but for example, like, if you're not doing good mentally, do not open the app unless your algorithm is, I can't think of the word. Unless your algorithm is what you want it to be. If I was like not mentally doing good and I wanted to go on TikTok, perfectly, like, I would be fine. Honestly, Like, I would be fine. And then afterwards, I would journal, being dead serious, because I've put my For You page to be my For You page, not just a bunch of random things that I don't want to see. I don't see, like, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of people talk to me and ask me if I know the trending stuff on TikTok. Or I will see people posting, like, this is trending on TikTok. I'm like, didn't know that. I don't have any of the trendy stuff on my TikTok. I don't want that on my TikTok. And I'm so happy that I do not have that on my TikTok. So, what boundaries do you need to set in place for yourself so that when you open that app, it is not draining you? It is energizing you. And that is what I'm going to leave you guys with. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I really hope that the video version will be out on my YouTube channel. And I really, I want you guys to take this seriously. Because I just see so many people like social media is bad. No, it's not social media in and of itself. It is your intention and the lack of boundaries when you get on there that makes it bad and that makes it negative. It is not social media in and of itself. And if you continue to think that way, if you continue to go on there and look for the negative, if you continue to go on there to compare things about you and what you're seeing on there, then it's going to continue to be negative. So please shape your boundaries and set your intentions. And if you hear my stomach, it's because I'm hungry. So I'm going to go. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, seriously, feel free to message me. You can comment, you can leave me a review, or message me on Instagram. All of my social medias are linked below. I just really want you guys to understand social media can be a positive impact on people's lives, and it has been a positive impact on mine for years, and especially more recently, I've just really shaped my social medias into what I want to see. So unfollow people, do whatever you need to do to make it a positive experience when you open that app. I know I've said that a few times, but I have to reiterate it because I want everyone to get on there and to feel energized when they get off of it. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I think that's it. So, I will see you.